Good morning students. Today we will do the continued part of chapter 15, that is congruency of triangles. As Chetna ma'am has already explained you what is congruence, let's quickly revise what is congruence. Congruence is nothing when you have two objects, they are identical in shape, size and dimensions. Or we can say that their dimensions are same, they are congruent. And the symbol of congruency is nothing but like this. Yes, equality, and there is a curve in that. Secondly is, when we talk about congruency of triangles, you should remember the four criteria. One is SSS, side side side. The three sides of one triangle should be same as the three sides of another triangle. Then second is SAS, the side angle side. That means two sides and the included angle, the angle which is in between them. Like in this case, if we talk about these two sides, so this is the included angle. Yes, of one triangle will be the same of two sides and one angle of another triangle. The third will be ASA, two angles and the common side between them. Like if we talk about this angle and this angle, so this will be the common side, will be same as the another triangle. Last criteria will be RHS, which is right, hypotenuse and side. So right angle, hypotenuse will be given on any side, either the base or perpendicular, and that will be same as the another triangle. Now let's do the fifth question. As Chetna ma'am has already discussed about the first four questions, so we start with question number 5. Now question number 5 says triangle EFG is an isosceles triangle. Now isosceles triangle means EF and FEG are equal sides. It is given in the book, and EH is perpendicular to HG. Now perpendicular means they make an angle of 90 degree. Here 90, here is also 90, because it is a linear pair, so 90, 90. Now students, 90 means right angle. This side is common in both the triangles, this part as well as this part, and this is common. So right angle, hypotenuse and the common side, that is perpendicular, are equal. So according to RHS, this part is congruent to this part. Clear about this? So how to write? First we will write given. What is given in this? EH is equal to EG. First part. Second part, angle EHF equal to EHG equal to 90 degree, and the reason is EH perpendicular to FG. This symbol means perpendicular, yes. And the third side which is common is EH is equal to EH. This EH is common in this triangle as well as in this triangle. So what we write the reason behind is common side. Now we have right angle, we have hypotenuse, we have perpendicular. So according to RHS criteria, triangle EFH is congruent to triangle EGH. Now students, you will ask that in the question it is only written prove that angle F is equal to angle G. That means this angle should be equal to this angle. Only this part has to be this is asked in the question. But students, whether it is asked or not, if it is not given that these two triangles are congruent, so first step is to prove that these are congruent by using the four criteria which I have discussed. Clear about it? So first step is to prove that they are congruent, and then you will prove that these two parts are equal or not. Now as I told you, in congruent what will happen, the sides will be, all sides and all angles are equal. So this side is equal to this side is equal to this side is common, and all angles are also equal. So we just write angle E is equal to angle G. Sorry, not EF. Angle F is equal to angle G. And the reason we will write CPCT. And what is the full form of CPCT? I am writing here. Corresponding parts of congruence of triangle. Clear? So you don't have to do anything. First, if any part has to be asked whether this side is equal to this side or this angle is equal to this side, what you have to do, you don't have to do anything. You first prove that these two triangles are congruent, and then you will write yes, they are equal because of CPCT. Clear? Now what is CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruence of triangle. Now we have proved that these two triangles are identical. Yes, they are same. So when they are same, their dimensions are also same. All sides are equal, all angles are equal. So this angle is also equal in this. Clear? Now we will do the sixth question. Now sixth question says that in a given figure AB, I have already drawn the figure, question 6. In a given figure AB is equal to AC. This side is equal to this side. BD equal to DC. Now I have already drawn one single symbol. So BD के लिए I will make a different. For BD I will make a different symbol. Yes, AD equal to AC, BD equal to DC. Prove that first part, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So first we write given So first part, we will write what is given. AB is equal to AD. AB is equal to, AC. Second condition is BD is equal to DC. Yes, this side is equal to this side. Now third side. Now what is third side? This part, we have to prove that this part is congruent to this part. So students, you can see this third side is common side of both the triangles. It is a common wall of both the triangles. So third we will write AD is equal to AD, and in the bracket we will write common side. Yes, if they are common, so which criteria? Side. So it will be SSS criteria. So according to SSS criteria, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. This is the first part. Now second is prove that triangle ABD is equal to triangle ACD. This I will explain in my next video. Thank you.